This is English Grade 4 lesson. I am Miss Nabila. Welcome to English Grade 4 lesson. This program is brought to you by City Government of Addis Ababa Education Bureau with collaboration at this media network. Let us start today's lesson. Today, we are going to learn about present continuous tense. Before that, let us revise our previous lesson. Students, do you remember our previous lesson? I hope you are. Last time we learned about, before we closed, even I gave you homework. So, compound words. Compound words are words when two words are together and gives also sometimes another meaning. For example, here is foot and plus ball become football. Here is rain, ready. Here is plus day, become rainy day. And also, we will learn about compound words with noun with noun with adjective, and also noun with verbs. For example, here is the example. Rainy plus day. Rainy is an adjective that describes the weather condition. For example, when we come to weather, we can describe the weather condition by using these words. Like today, it's maybe sunny, it might rainy, and also it might foggy and cloudy. These are the words. So we can use the word rainy plus day. It's become rainy day. And also, we can use with even color adjective that describe the thing. And also, like foot, ball, this can also an example of noun plus noun example. Here is foot is a noun, and also ball is a noun. Together, foot, ball. And also, we can use verb with noun. For example, swimming plus pool. Swimming pool. Here is an example of noun with verb or verb to noun. So swimming is a verb that describes how to swim. It's an action. And pool is the place that can you swim. So together, swimming, pool. Swimming, pool. And also here is we can add many examples. For example, bird plus box. Bird box. Here is an example of noun with noun. Let us add adjective with noun. For example, we can say, for example, one color, blue, blue. Plus, we can use also bird, bluebird. So, here is an adjective, color adjective. So, blue plus bird is a noun. Together, blue bird. This one, an example of adjective with noun. Here is like swimming pool. What's that? Verb with noun. So these are an example of compound words. We can have many of them. We can find even with a textbook and also other supplementary books. So this was our previous lesson. Students, let us start today's lesson. Students, today we are going to learn about present continuous tense. Students, do you have any idea about present continuous tense? Of course you are. Students, after this lesson, you will identify the difference between present continuous tense with simple past and also simple present tense. Let us start today's lesson. Students, when we come to present continuous tense, it is a part of things with present tense, like simple present tense, present continuous tense, present continuous perfect tense, and also it's going to be another one. So this one is a part of present tense. When we come to present tense, the action is right now and also close to right now. So when we come through here, when we say continuous tense, it's also called progressive tense. So when we say progressive, it's going to be continue, maybe after, and also right now. So here is, we can use some different verbs, and also we can use this present continuous different activities. So the first one is that to show what you are doing right now. It's called temporary action. Temporary action. For example, we can say, we are learning English. If this can be also, we are learning English right now. We can use ing verbs. She is talking on the phone. She is talking on the phone. So here is, students, you can use also to talk the thing is happening right now. This is the use of present continuous tense. You can use it to express the temporary action and also future plan, and also you can use present continuous tense to describe the action happening right now. Let me show you which kind of formula and which kind of form you can use with present continuous tense. We can use simple present continuous with some formula. For example, start with subject. So when we say subject, we can use pronoun. So when we come to pronoun, personal pronoun and whatever. So, and also noun. So when we come to pronoun, we can use he, she, it, and also when we come to noun, we can use animal name, person name, and whatever you want. And also you can use is, are, and are. So for singular subject, you can use is and are. For example, she is, he is, I are. And also you can use for plural subject, you can use are. For example, they are, we are, you are. And also you can use as a noun with plural nouns. For example, the students, the teachers. Okay, students. The next thing you can add ing verbs. Ing verbs. So when we come through here with a main verb, you can add ing at the end of the verb. For example, here is go, become going. Write, become writing. Writing. Even helping verbs like do. For example, change with what? Doing. Have, become having. So this is the method of using present continuous tense with changing by adding ing, like write, writing, close, closing, learn, learning, dance, dancing, speak, speaking, talk, talking. These are the method of how to change the verb with ing words. So, students, let us continue. Let me give you some example and try to understand well. So, for example here, close, walk, call. Students, you can take as activity these words and change with present continuous verb. So these are verbs with our main verbs. So we can use these verbs by adding ing. So students, you can use them easily by adding ing. So close, closing. Walk, walking. Call, calling. Clean, cleaning. Snap, snapping. So here is close, closing. Walk, walking. Call, calling. Clean, cleaning. Snap, snapping. These are the words easily by adding ing. But students, when we come to these verbs, be careful to use modal auxiliaries. And also be careful with verb to be's. Like verb to be's is, am, and are. When we come to here, use properly these verb to be words. For example, you can't use is for plural subjects. Be careful when we come to here. For example, she what is singular subject. So she is singing well. Is with singular pronoun or subject. For example, I am calling to my dad. I am calling to my dad. Here is I with am. We can only use am with noun. I am calling to my dad. Here is also she is singing well. Let us use plural subject. For example, they. What we are going to use? Are. They are playing football. And also, look students here, they are playing football. Let us use, for example, another plural subject with noun, for example. My sisters what? Are eating. My sisters are eating. My sisters are eating. So what they are doing is eating, and we can use are because here is what? A plural subject. Okay, students, I hope you all are with me and understand well. So let me show you how we can use present continuous tense as a question. It means interrogative, and also how we are going to use it to make negative, and also question, negative, and also positive sentence. Let us start now. For example, when we come to here, let us mention one example. She is writing a letter. So this is affirmative sentence. It's positive sentence. Let us change with question, or we called interrogative. So we can use for question, to make question, is and are. To make question, we can use is, and are. For example, she is writing a letter. How we are going to change? Bravo, students. Is she writing a letter? And at the end, question mark. Is she writing a letter? For example, let us make this conversation or a dialogue with our friends. For example, yes, she is. For example, if it is positive, we can say yes. Here is, we can use comma. Yes, she is. What about try to say negative or she's not, for example? No. What we are going to say? She's not. So, look, student is here. Yes, she is. And also, no, she's not. And also, when we come to negative sentence, like before, you can use not after helping verb. For example, she is writing a letter. She is writing a letter. So what you are going to say and write? She, what is, and next, not, she is not, what? Writing, is not writing a letter. So, to make negative, easily add what? Not. She is not writing a letter. Look, students, here is affirmative sentence, or it's called positive sentence. She's not writing a letter. She is writing a letter. So when we come to question, is she writing a letter? And to make a dialogue or also conversation with your friends, you can say, yes, she is. And also, no, she's not. And also to make negative sentence, you can say, she's not writing a letter. She's not writing a letter. Let us continue. We can use it also to make question and negative sentence with, we already try to practice what is. So let us start with and we'll close it with are. So here is and are. So when we come to here, for example, what can I say? What can I say? For example, I am teaching English. Here is a positive or affirmative sentence. Let us change with question. For example, when we want to change with question, we easily used am. Am I teaching English? Am I teaching English? This is a question for am I teaching English? Yes. Here is comma. Yes, I am. And if we want to make negative, no, I'm not. And also, here is, we can use to make negative easily. I am not teaching English. I'm not teaching English. I'm not teaching English. Just by adding not after verb to be. And also we can use are with as a sentence, question, negative, and interrogative. So here is are. So let us mention one what? Subject, but it must be what? Plural, by using are. So we are walking on the street. So here is a positive or affirmative sentence. So how we are going to ask a question or interrogative form? By using what? Are, we, what we are going to use? Bravo, students. Easily. Are, and the next subject. We walking on the street. Are we walking on the street? Are we walking on the street? So look at this example, students. The first one was positive or affirmative. We were walking on the street. We were walking. We are walking on the street. And the next one is when we make it question, easily by using question mark. Are we walking on the street? So, for example, when I'm going to answer, and if you want to answer this question, you can say easily, yes, if it is possible, to make positive, yes, we are. Yes. And also, no, we are not. By using are and also by we are, easily by saying what? Yes, we are. No, we are not. And also to make long sentences with full sentence, you can say we are not walking on the street. Here is, we are not walking on the street. This is the negative form of present continuous tense. So, students, I hope you all are understand and enjoy the lesson. Let me give you one activity and let us practice together. So, students, change. Here is your instruction. Change the following sentences with interrogative form. Interrogative form. Here is the students. Question number 1. I am washing clothes. Question number 2. She is moving slowly. And 3. You are calling to. So, students, these are 3 examples. Let me give you 2 minutes. Students, I hope you all have finished. And let me give you correction and practice together. So, I am washing clothes. I am washing clothes. When we change the sentence by using am. I washing clothes? Question mark. Here is, she is moving slowly. She is moving slowly. So what we are going to say easily by using verb to be is. Bravo. Is she moving? Is she moving slowly? And the next question mark. Look, students, here. Is she moving slowly? And the next one, let us use the third one with plural subject. Both of them, the first question and the second question with singular subjects. So the next one is with plural subject. For example, we can use plural subjects you, they, we, students, teachers, brothers, like by adding s, es, and also ies to make change with plural words. So you are calling to the teacher. You are calling to the teacher. So when we are going to change with by using are you calling? Are you calling to the teacher? Here is question mark at the end of the sentence. Students, for example, here is you can answer by easily even, am I washing the clothes? Yes, I am. Is she moving slowly? Yes, she is. Are you calling the teacher? Yes, maybe I am. Yes, you are also. So we can change even the sentences with negative sentence by adding note after verb to be. For example, I'm not washing my clothes. She's not moving slowly. You are not calling to the teacher. By adding easily, what? Not. Students, this is activity 1 and let us summarize today's lesson. Today, we were learning about present continuous tense. Present continuous tense is a tense. It's also called progressive tense that show temporary action. And also, when we come to temporary action, we are staying with our friends next week. We are staying with our friends next week. When we say this kind of sentence, that show a temporary action that you are going to do even until next week. And also, the action happening right now. For example, I'm teaching English right now. I'm teaching English right now. You are, or we are, and also they are learning English when? Right now. The action happening right now. And also present continuous tense that show future plan. We are learning English next week. That show the action you are going to do next week. This is the use of present continuous tense. And also, we will learn which kind of verbs we can use. For example, by adding easily ing. Call, calling, talk, talking, pull, pulling, push, pushing. Easily by adding at the end of the main verb ing. But students, even don't forget again to be careful when you are using verb to be. Like, is, are, and here is are. Students, be careful when you are using them. When you can use with singular, you can use are for plural. So you can use only after I, am. You can use is for singular subjects like pronoun and also noun. Students, this is today's lesson. Let me give you homework and practice more your home. Don't forget to write your homework. Homework. Students, here is your instruction. Change the following sentences with, here is negative form. Negative form. So here is the questions. She is selecting students. We are closing the door. 3. I am dancing well. So these are easily affirmative forms you can use and change with negative form and also interrogative form. I hope you all are going to do your homework. Parents and guardians, please help them to try their homework. We'll see the next time. Until that, see you students. Goodbye, students.
Walk into any grocery store today, and the word organic